Hi, I'm Feroda Moonrunner, a Blood Elf appreciator. This is a brand new channel where I'm sharing my love for World of Warcraft. I'll be sharing predictions, discussing the lore, and more. If that sounds like a good time, please consider liking the video or subscribing to my channel. Now let's get going. The full reveal of the Midnight expansion is just a few weeks away. I'm excited to learn all the places we'll be revisiting. You can check out my previous video for my predictions, but we know for certain that we're returning to Quel'Thalas, the home of the Blood Elves. We also know that we'll help reunite the different elven tribes. But for today, I want to stay focused on the Blood Elves specifically. Blood Elves are a near constant presence in World of Warcraft. During the War Within, we assisted Aethys Sunreaver after the destruction of Dalaran, and Lady Liadrin can be seen visiting Hollowfall. But what about everyone else? There are a lot of different groups of Blood Elves to keep up with, and most of them are likely to make an appearance during Midnight. So let's talk about all the Blood Elves you've forgotten, and the ones you probably know but need a refresher on. There's a lot to cover, so this won't be a deep dive into any topic. I'll share related Warcraft Wiki articles in the video description if you want to do more reading. This is 10 Blood Elves you should know before midnight. I'm starting with an odd one you definitely aren't thinking about. Vorenthal the Seer, the leader of the Scryers on Outland. When the Burning Legion attacked the Sunwell, the Scryers joined the Shattered Sun Offensive to stop Kil'jaeden. But when the Alliance and Horde went to war, the Scryers were nowhere to be seen. That's because they serve the Naru, not the Horde. According to Chris Metzen, during midnight we will join forces with the light to banish the shadow forever. Because this is a cosmic war between light and the void, the Naru will play an important role, and I expect the Scryers to return to Quel'Thalas once again. Vorenthal himself has done very little, but a war between the light and the void in his homeland seems like a good time to bring him to the forefront. With a title like The Seer, you would expect him to know something important and be prepared for what is to come. You probably know Aethys pretty well. Aethys is one of the leaders of the Kirin Tor, and as such, a powerful mage. He survived the destruction of Dalaran, and we work together with him in the aftermath. Most of the surviving Kirin Tor seem busy with their next steps, but I can't imagine Aethys staying behind the scenes when Quel'Thalas is threatened. Though he struggled with survivor's guilt for a time, I could see him rallying other Kirin Tor survivors to come to the aid of Quel'Thalas. The Farstriders are the Rangers of Quel'Thalas, and will absolutely be on the front lines when the Void attacks during midnight, and it's about time. Halduran Brightwing has been the Ranger General of the Farstriders ever since the death of Sylvanas Windrunner during Warcraft 3, but he's had very little screen time for someone so important. He occasionally shows up for an important event, but he isn't even a quest giver most of the time. I'm excited to see Halduran in action, and I hope he's accompanied by some new notable rangers, especially because I think Halduran is, perhaps unfortunately, high on the list of Blood Elf leaders that might not survive the Midnight expansion. The Magisters lead the magical defenses of Quel'Thalas and are led by Grand Magister Romath. Romath is in a similar leadership role to Halduran and does not receive nearly enough attention in-game. The magical defense of Silvermoon City and the Sunwell are certain to be important during midnight, and we should expect Romath and a few other notable Magisters to show up. Aside from Romath, keep an eye out for Magister Astalor Bloodsworn and Asara Varinda. Both have assisted during conflict in the past and could make another appearance in midnight. The final major faction of Blood Elves are the Blood Knights, the Paladin Order of Quel'Thalas. Their leader is Lady Liadrin, who might be the Blood Elf on this list that players have interacted with the most over the years. Most recently, Liadrin appeared in Hollowfall to meet the Arathi and learn about Beladar and the Sacred Flame. In Hollowfall, Liadrin is accompanied by Salandria, a younger Blood Elf that may have an important role to play. During the events of the Burning Crusade, Horde adventurers took a much younger Salandria on a trip around the world during Children's Week. During a stop at the Caverns of Time, the dragons there were alarmed at her presence and suggested that Salandria might be involved with some major events. The reintroduction of Salandria as a young adult during Shadowlands, and further appearance in Hallowfall during the War Within, suggests we may someday experience the events the dragons foreshadowed. Now, with all the major factions of Blood Elves out of the way, we can move on to the Lords of Quel'Thalas. Okay, maybe this one is a joke, but his name has Lord in it. Lord Saltheral is a noble of Quel'Thalas, known for throwing the best parties. You can attend his seemingly never-ending party right now in Eversong Woods at his retreat west of Fairbreeze Village. Saltheral isn't really one for combat, or even worrying about conflict at all. His parties began again soon after the invasion of the Scourge, and I expect we'll see his parties continue throughout Midnight as well. He was originally just a funny and memorable quest giver, but then multiple references to him and his parties appeared in the Sylvanas novel, which was released in 2022. This has immortalized him as a more prominent character who has a history with the Windrunner family and with the true Lord of Quel'Thalas, who is also the last entry on this list. If you only remember one Blood Elf on this list, Lor'themar Theron is the one to remember, but you probably already know him anyway. Lor'themar has been the leader of the playable Blood Elf faction since they were added in the Burning Crusade, and he's been involved in the events of every expansion since then, usually appearing in-game, but sometimes only in books and short stories. He is one of the most fully developed characters in the Warcraft canon, with a backstory that begins before the start of the Second War. He's already aware of the threat the Void poses to the Sunwell. We can experience the dangers in-game during a questline where Ilaria Windrunner visits the Sunwell and accidentally triggers a small Void invasion. In Midnight, I think we'll see Lor'themar finally have his moment. And there you have it. Every Blood Elf you need to know before playing Midnight. Yeah, I know there are some other Blood Elves out there. I didn't talk about Valeera, Kultira, or Kain, but I listed the Blood Elves associated with Quel'Thalas that will definitely come to its defense. Thanks for taking the time to watch all the way to the end. Please consider liking the video or subscribing to the channel to help me out. This is only my second video. If you haven't watched my first video, where I predict the zones we will revisit in Midnight, you can check that out next. Farewell.